Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to see how to automate the process of IAM user key rotation. Every user with programmatic access has an access key and secret access key. These are very critical details as anyone with access to these keys can perform activities on your behalf. Hence, it is recommended that you keep these secret and don't expose them to anyone. It is also recommended that you keep on rotating these keys at regular interval so that the risk of getting these compromised is reduced. In this video, while explaining the process, I'll be sharing few key details on the screen. But as soon as this video is over, I'll be deleting those keys and might as well delete those dummy users. So let's start with the video. For the sake of this video, I have created two users, a developer and tester. And these are the details of those users. As you can see, I have not assigned any permission to the user because these are dummy ones and just created for the key rotation purpose. If I go to the security credentials part, I can see the access key associated with it. Again, a word of caution, you should never expose these details to anyone. Similarly, the second user is the tester and it also has a security credentials of the access key. For these two users, I have created secrets in the secret manager, the developer key secret and the tester key secret. And each one stores the corresponding access key and the secret access key. The third value I have created here is the username, which is similar to one which we have in the IAM users. This will help me in updating the value of secret whenever a new key has been generated in the IAM console. The next part of this process is the Lambda function. For this purpose, I have created two Lambda functions. The first function is used for inactivating the existing IAM key, create the new one, and update it in the secret manager. I have not involved the deletion of the key part in this function because it may happen that this key is being used externally to the secrets manager. In that case, someone has to manually update those keys in those functions and then it should be ready for the deletion. Hence, I have created a separate function for the key delete which can be executed after few days of the new key and the existing key inactivation. In order to perform these functions properly, I have created an IAM role which will be attached to these Lambda functions. The IAM role has two policies. The first one is the basic Lambda execution and the second one is the key rotation policy. This is a managed policy which I have created with permissions which are required for this activity. Here are those details. So in case of IAM, we need to create, we need first of all, we need to list all the keys, create the new keys, update the access key and delete the key. We'll be doing the activation and inactivation of the key, hence we need the update part. In secret manager, we want to list the secrets, get their values and update those secrets. So these are the permissions I have granted here. So this is about the IAM policy. Let's go to each individual Lambda function and see what details we have covered there. The first function is to inactivate the existing key, create the new one and update it in the secrets manager. Here I am expecting the input from environment variables in the form of a string. This is a string of secrets separated by semicolon. If you have multiple secrets, you can put those into a file, put that file to the S3 bucket, and Lambda will access that file on the runtime. Here, once I receive the secrets, I am splitting it based on the semicolon and creating a list out of it. I am opening that list on runtime in the for loop. For each of the secrets, I am getting the values. From that, I am fetching the username and passing it to the IAM to get the key details. For the active key, I am inactivating it and then creating a new key for the same user. I am creating a list in the form of JSON to have the username, the access key and the secret access key so that we can update it in the secrets manager. In the next step, I am updating these details in the secret manager against the secret we have used in our for loop. In the second function, as we discussed earlier, I am deleting the existing inactivated key. Here again, I am expecting details in the form of a string separated by semicolon. The first part is similar. I'm splitting the string in the form of list, opening it in the for loop, and for the username, I'm passing it to the IAM user. Now we are getting two keys. One is inactive key, which is inactivated in the first part of the first process, and then the active key, which is created in the second part of the first process. So be very careful which key you are deleting. That's why I am using only inactive keys for the deletion part. Once I have those keys, I am deleting it and then the process completes. So let's execute this function and see how the functionality is achieved. But before we execute the function, let's quickly see at the value we have in the secrets manager. For developer, we have the access key ending in EF, and for tester, we have the access key ending in WD. Let's go to the first function and execute it. So the first function is complete, and go to the IAM user to see what value we have. While it is updating, let's quickly refresh the values we have for our secrets and see what value is updated in the developer secret and the tester secret. The developer in the IAM, let's open this tester as well. So for tester, we have the key updated ending in CO, sorry, and for developer, we have the key ending in 6Z updated in the secrets manager. If we go to the IAM for developer, we have we can see two keys. The older key is inactivated, and the newer key is 6Z. Similarly, for tester, we have the older key inactivated, that is WD, and the new key is CO. So that is the first function. We created the new key, inactivated the older key. Now, let's say after a few days, all the developers have updated keys in the existing processes. We will go and execute the second function, that is to delete the inactivated key. So let's execute it. So it says that it has deleted the inactive keys EF and WD. Now if we go back to our IAM console and let's refresh it. So developer and tester. In the security credential part, we can only see one key, that is the active one ending in 6Z for developer, and for tester again we have the same one key CO, which is the active one. So that's how the execution has completed for these two functions. Now most of the organizations have a mandate to rotate these keys at a frequent period. It may be a month, two, or a quarter. So in order to do that, instead of executing these functions manually, we can create a rule in Amazon EventBridge and attach that to a Lambda function. So let's go to the Amazon EventBridge and create a rule. So let's give some name to our rule, and in the pattern we will provide a schedule. It can either be a fixed rate or cron job. So this link provide details about the cron job expressions, and here are the different types and some examples are given. So let's pick one example and modify it as per our need. when we provide the proper example, it will also give you the next 10 triggers. So what we want to do is to execute this function at 10 a.m. on the first day of March, June, September and December months. Okay, so right. So if we can see, it will execute on the 1st March 2022 at 10 a.m. GMT, and then after every 3 months this will be executed. So March, June, September and December and so on. So the next part is to attach a Lambda function to this rule. So let's select our Lambda function, key manage, and then create the rule. Once the rule is created, let's go and check our Lambda function, refresh it if it is not there. And as we can see, the rule is created. Now at every defined interval, this Lambda function will be executed. So on the first day of in the period of 3 months, it will execute, inactivate the existing key, create the new key and update the secrets manager. You can also add a destination in form of SNS topic to which it will notify, and your SNS topic can have subscription to the admin email addresses and they will be notified whenever the key is updated. The other part you can do is in the secrets manager, you can also enable the rotation here. So there is details available here to rotate the secrets, and you can provide the period and the function created for this rotation. But here you have to do it for each and every secrets. In the approach which I have given, you have to do it only once and provide the list of secrets, and it will be updated for all those secrets. So based on your use case, you can either do it in the secrets manager or you can do it from the Lambda and the rule. So that's all on today's video. I'll be putting the code for both Lambda functions in my Git repository and putting the URL in my video notes. I hope you learned something new. If you liked it, please put a comment and like on the YouTube video. Thank you for watching.